Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Think Tank Sports. Think Tank Sports, where we think and you listen. Check us out on the socials if you would. That's Facebook, that's the little X, otherwise known as 10, or Twitter. Instagram, for those of you that are doing that. Listen to us on Spotify for podcasters or wherever you get your podcasts. We're out there. And watch us on YouTube if you are so inclined. And like and subscribe there as well. Well, it's another Thursday night. We're here. We got Stevie Covers, we got Mike, and we are here to do another week of Lose With Us, which, geez, we really are going to have to start thinking about changing the name because we are kind of doing pretty well here, a little bit here, certainly this week, anyways. But first and foremost, the introductions around the way. Mike, how the heck are you?
I'm doing good, boys. It's fall, nice, crisp, clean air. Fortunately, baseball's over, but
Wah,
we're in
wah.
full football mode and NBA if you're bored one night. So no, doing well for
Nice.
sure. Stevie, how are you doing out there in the Denver area?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It is fully fall here. One day it's 8 degrees, the next day it's 70 degrees. That's just typical for Colorado. So it is what it is. But
Beautiful. Yeah.
All
Well, why
right.
don't you run us through last week's fun, Steve? I will start off the top and say with Dave, we did have an accounting error, a decimal
Slight
uh,
accounting error.
movement. Yeah. So Dave made a large parlay bet that won, but didn't pay off at the plus 987
No, it did
with
not.
our calculations and frankly, very generous on Steve and my side.
Mm,
Uh, Dave won that parlay at plus 200. So,
yes.
Steve, won to, if you would recap that and all the rest of our scores.
yeah, so and Georgia to win the first quarter, plus the Ohio State money line. All of those did indeed hit. And as Mike mentioned, we very benevolently gave Dave a plus 200 on that, even though we're pretty sure it was closer to plus 165. So a nice tidy 90 units on that game for Dave Meister. He finished the week plus 50 units, even though he went 2-2, which is great. Um, Lost the Ravens minus 9.5 on the very rare and elusive backdoor field goal cover for
Oh,
the
damn
Arizona
it.
Cardinals. You don't see that every day.
No.
Field goal, onside kick recovery. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Mike, uh, actually, Mike, I need to ask you: the Corey Seager bet, did he hit the most home runs in the World Series?
He did.
Yes,
He
he
had
did.
three. Yeah.
No, four.
Or four. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
He
knew
had
it was
four.
three.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He had four.
Well, in that
Yes.
case, you had that bet at plus 400 at 30
Mm,
units. So
nice.
150 units on that bet alone.
Woo.
Uh, and then, man, I mean, you also hit Kansas plus 9.5 against Oklahoma. You also hit your Jaguars money line, Travis Etienne bet for 55 units. You also hit Georgia minus 14.5
Oh,
and over
good
45,
Lord.
over 49 for 104 units. So, Mike, a profit of 247.5 units for the last. Well done by you, sir.
Wow.
I
Thank
went
you.
three.
I'll
Yeah.
submit to drug testing at your will. Yes.
Wow. Wow, Mike.
Yeah. I
Thank you.
don't know which one of us is going to watch a peanut cup, but
Pass.
I went 3-1 and only profited 33 units. Easily 33 units profit for the week. The two of you put me to shame, but man, as a team, we did really, really well this last week. So season standings, Mike takes the lead up 254.5 units. Dave, close second place, 203 units profit. And I'm in third with negative 27. We need to talk about that. Group project up 430 units for the season. Very nice work, fellas. Let's get into
if you're not following us, you're crazy. Look at the group is winning together, but a lot of football left, of course.
Oh yes.
I'll start, and I'm going right at Dave and right into up into his kitchen.
Oh no.
Bills versus Bengals. I love the Bengals in this game,
There we go.
but I'm taking the over of 49.5. I think both teams are ready to score. And Dave's good friend James Cook to score an anytime touchdown. So
Ooh.
over 49.5 and a James Cook anytime touchdown. That's plus 216 for 20 units. I think this is going to be the game we all anticipated last year before the tragic injury, and that this game is going to have fireworks everywhere. So that's where I'm at right off the rip, boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll jump in there because I have that game as well, Mike.
Okay.
I found a fun bet for that one. I'd love to get your guys' thoughts on this. So it's a Josh Allen to get 40 rushing yards and Stephon Diggs to get 70 receiving yards.
Okay.
That's the bet. Plus 240 on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and do 20 units on that guy in the same game because, Mike, I also think we're ready for a lot of offense in that game. And both of those totals seem completely reasonable to me. So I'll take that at plus 240.
Yeah, and that's good meat on the bone, as I like to say, for something that seems fairly reasonable to happen. So good on you, son.
Thank you.
Dave, what do you have?
Well, since we're in the NFL, I'll stay with the NFL there. And there's a bunch of juicy games this week, if you will. I am going to, not really, but to the Germany game, the Dolphins and the Chiefs over there in Germany, 9:30 Sunday morning. Get up, have some breakfast, get your coffee or your cream soda, as Mike likes to say, and sit down and watch this. I think this is going to be a really good game. Obviously, so do the odds makers. The Dolphins, though, tend to not play well against good teams. And because of that, it pains me. It pains me to pick either one of these teams, but I am going to take the Chiefs at -2. Seems I shouldn't say seems like a layup, but I feel like if it is close, a field goal is going to win, and I just feel like Kansas City is just going to be that much better. So that's 20 units on the Chiefs -2. Odds there -110.
Okay.
So not terribly juicy with my pick, but a juicy matchup.
Yeah, I agree. And go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I was going to just Chiefs pick there. I didn't pick this game, but if I did, I would take the Eagles and the points. I've watched the Chiefs play probably 3 or 4 times this year, and not terribly impressive. Some of the scores that they've had have been misleading.
Yeah.
Their offense is not the same. Their defense is good, but their offense is not the same as it's been. And the Dolphins have just been like torrid and impossible to stop. So I think Dolphins. Yeah, Dolphins. Yeah, I think I'll take the Dolphins in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will make my second choice because I did play this game as well. If you remember a few weeks ago, we had a little Samoan American theme. So I was looking at this game and thinking, German heritage, what could I do to portray that? And then in light of the current political and military things going on, I decided to back away from the German heritage costumes today.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I will take the Dolphins money line and Tyreek Hill to score an anytime touchdown, plus 190 for 30 units. Like Steve said, I just don't think Kansas City has been, they're just not right. And they just don't look right. Mahomes, battling illness. And one of the more probably inconsequential stats, but one I've been tracking is the team that leaves first for Europe tends to win. Miami left Monday. Kansas City didn't leave until this morning. So does that mean anything? Probably not, but it's just a whipped cream on top of my parlay Sunday here.
Parlay Sunday.
Dolphins money line, Tyreek Hill score a touchdown. It just does that every week. Plus 190 for 30 units.
Yeah. It's good. I can see it.
Yeah, if there's a team whose sports science department I believe in, it's going to be under Mike McDaniel. So yeah, let's go. They went early. There's got to be something to that.
Right. All right, Stevie, what do you got, buddy?
So I'll do another fun NFL pick, and we're going to Monday Night Football.
Nice.
The New York Jets, the not San Diego Chargers. I think it might be pronounced San Diego. Garrett Wilson, extremely good. Chargers, I did it again. Look at that. LA Chargers, not a great pass defense. Austin Eckler, very good pass catching running back. How do you slow down a good defensive line like screen passes? So
yeah.
I found a prop for Garrett Wilson and Austin Eckler to combine for 150 receiving yards total. So I'm going to jump on that one for another 20 units plus 200 for that one.
Oh, wow. That's very good. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah,
very nice.
No, me too. That's a good one.
Thank
you. For sure.
Faux show.
All right, David.
All right. So staying in the NFL, another one of the other juicy earlier matchups there. The Sea Chickens going to Baltimore to play the Ravens. I've been on the Ravens a bit with a couple of picks, and they've done well for me. They are at -6 in this game, so I am taking the Ravens. I feel like they're a touchdown better than the Sea Chickens. So Ravens -6, 30 units, and that is -110. So again, nothing juicy, but just feeling good about that pick.
Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to, hit a home run on every bet here. And I looked at this game a lot and just couldn't pick a side. So that told me to stay away. What do you think about this one, Steve?
Yeah, if you look at traditional betting tropes, a West Coast team going all the way to the East Coast playing the early game usually doesn't pan out for the West Coast team. So I do like this pick, Dave. The Ravens, their offense has been playing a lot better recently. Seahawks, I think, are a little overrated. I think Mike agrees with me on that. I don't know about you, Dave, but
yeah, a little bit. I mean, but they're not a terrible team.
No.
But I think the Ravens are just that much better.
Yeah, for sure. So, gentlemen, I'm going to go over to college ball, and with all the moving around starting next year, the fraud that is the Oklahoma Sooners are going to the SEC. This is going to be the last time they're going to play their in-state rival, Oklahoma State, commonly known as Bedlam, locally. And I think, as I said last week, that Oklahoma's in the middle of a 2 or 3 game stretch where they're going to be exposed, and we saw that against Kansas last week. So I'm taking Oklahoma State money line and over 60.5 points. This game is going to be defense optional. Oklahoma State's got just this running back that's just been killing people all year. I can't remember his name. I meant to write it down, but I just love the over here, especially in this game. So money line Oklahoma State over 60.5 for 20 units. And I didn't write down the I'll look up the odds while we go to the next pick. I'll get that for you. But I just I hate to see Bedlam end too, but it's going to.
It's going to. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I definitely like the over there.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State money line, I'm more lukewarm on. I do
Okay.
think Oklahoma was a little overrated, but Oklahoma State has also been very inconsistent this year. So,
That's true.
yeah, that's a tough pick. So I hope it works out for you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Nice.
What do
What
you
do you
got?
got, Stevie?
All right, I am going. Since we're doing college games, let me do my one college pick this week, and we got a big game. It's the military academy that's in my backyard
Oh,
against the
jeez.
military academy that's in Mike's backyard. Got Air Force versus Army here in Colorado Springs. It's going to be a beautiful fall day, 62 degrees. And Air Force is going to run, run all over United States Army Academy. So I'm doing a same game parlay. I'm taking the spread on this game is 18. I'm taking an alternate spread. I'm taking Air Force only laying the 13 and a half. And then I'm going to take the over, which is 32 points.
Oh,
Over is
jeez.
only 32. So
Oof.
I will take that. Yeah, I'll take Air Force minus 13 and a half, over 32, plus 134 on that one for 30 units.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Army can run the ball too. Surprise, surprise. So I like it. I like it, Stevie.
Well,
Air
that's
Force, Air Force 8-0, not getting any love. Number 25 in the college playoff rankings. I think they're like 18 or something in the AP poll.
right. That's a pretty low number for the over under, but not the lowest we've seen. But I'll refrain until my next pick to let you know what that is.
Terrific.
Oklahoma State money line, and the over is plus 475.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, pretty
Wow.
meaty.
okay.
Um,
Meaty.
All right.
David?
I don't particularly like this team, but they are playing well, and I see this and I'm like, oh, geez. So Ohio State at Rutgers. Ohio State favored by 19. I feel like that's going to be way more than 19. It's going to be at least 3 touchdowns there. So I am taking the Buckeyes minus 19 for 30 units, and that is minus 108. Again, nothing crazy, but I just feeling like Ohio State is going to steamroll the Scarlet Knights right into the ground.
The State University of New Jersey really not getting any love out of you there, buddy.
Nope. And I have some friends that work there. Sorry, all. You're probably not listening anyways, but
where are you?
Where are you? Start listening. Rutgers is going to get steamrolled.
Where do you think of that one, Steve?
At Rutgers.
Oh God. Okay. That'll be fun.
Not for Rutgers.
Listen, theoretically, Ohio State should absolutely roll Rutgers. They've been disappointing a few times this year. So I kind of been staying away from them altogether, but theoretically should be a good bet.
Yep.
Absolutely. So, gentlemen, sometimes I think that the person that sets these lines is picturing me sitting in my home in upstate New York, wondering what they're going to do with Iowa every week and the over-under. And how could I not take this
Mike,
over
come
under
on.
Iowa and Northwestern, the juggernauts that they are.
Oh, I see this now.
30 and a half.
30 and a half.
In Division I college football. That's not a halftime.
Wow.
That's not a quarter.
No, that is the entire game.
Right. 30 and a half. And just so you know, I have a little bit of sanity. Maybe you're going to call me out on this too. I'm coupling that with Northwestern over 1.5 touchdowns. So over 30 and a half, 1.5 touchdowns for Northwestern, 30 units. And again, I didn't write down what the Odds are, so I'll look them up while you gentlemen are talking.
Why would you? You're going to lose this
No,
anyway. How would you write down
right.
the
Just write down a 0 and we'll move on.
Just write down a 0.
I don't know why you do this to yourself. Like you're forcing yourself to pay attention to this game at the very least.
Yes, I don't know why I do it either, Steve. Maybe you can take these units and pitch in for some therapy for me. We'll figure it out.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, Mike. You sound like my wife.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, boy.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Stevie, please pull us out of this deep, dark place that we're in.
Yeah, I'll bring some sanity to the proceedings.
Please.
Yeah. All my bets have been plus money so far, plus 240, plus 200, plus 134. So I'm just going to go the straight line in the NFL that I liked this week. There is a game in America's dirtiest city, Philadelphia, between the Eagles and the Cowboys, or as Mike likes to call them, the team with the star on their helmet.
Yep.
3-point line. The Eagles favored by 3 at home. I'm taking the Eagles laying the 3 at home against the Cowboys. They're just better. Dak Prescott makes way too many mistakes. The Eagles' defensive line is unbelievable. They're going to be in his face all day. I will gladly lay the 3 points for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I still can't believe what Washington's line did to the Eagles defense last week to give Sam Howell all that time to throw the ball around. It's mind-boggling to me, but they're allowed to have a bad day, as Dave is prone to saying. So I like that. That's a very good NFL pick. My same game parlay of the over and Northwestern 1.5 touchdowns is plus 200. So a little morsel. You're not going to have Thanksgiving dinner on that, but that's okay. Dave, wow us with your final pick.
It's not really a wow, but there is a big game in the SEC, LSU, Alabama. This
game.
is night game, Saturday night, 7:45. Alabama favored by 3. I picked against Alabama earlier this year, and I learned my lesson. That is not a good thing to do. This time they're at home. I'm taking the Alabama money line. So 20 units on that, and that is minus 155.
Okay.
Alabama money line.
The game's at night in Alabama?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Alabama just hanging around. This would be a big feather in their cap, heading down the stretch, just quietly lurking in the shadows, if you can say that about Alabama. And, if they can get to that SEC championship game against presumably Georgia, they'll have a shot to make the playoffs again. So I like this bet. Was it Jaden Daniels, the quarterback for LSU? He's healthy, I presume. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be a great game. And then the fun nightcap, of course. So I like that pick, Dave. What do you think, Stevie?
Yeah, we're 2/3 of the way through the college football season, maybe.
Yeah, there's only 4 or 5 games left.
Yep.
Yeah, and I still feel like I don't know anything or LSU. I think they're both top half of the SEC, and that's about all I can tell you as far as how good they are. So this is definitely a stay away from me. But I'll be watching. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're expecting scoring. Over under is 61.5. So it's not, they're not anticipating it to be low scoring by any stretch. So could be some entertainment for you on a Saturday night if you're interested in watching college football. There is no baseball, as Mike said. So which is unfortunate. Would have been game 7 Saturday night, if that was the case. But as we know, or maybe you don't know, the Texas Rangers won the World Series last night in 5 games. So there is no more baseball, as Mike said. So sit down, grab your popcorn and your cream soda. That's 2 cream sodas in one day. You ought to be careful
Nice.
there.
No driving.
Yep, no driving for you. And watch Alabama LSU there. Well, so there you have it. There are our picks for this week with Lose With Us. We hope you've enjoyed it. Check us out there on the socials and Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Listen to us where you get your podcasts. Watch us on YouTube. Like and subscribe here at Think Tank Sports, where we think and you listen as we strive for 5. Have a good night, everybody.